So, hi everybody and welcome back to Unreal Engine 5 full game tutorial series for absolute beginners. This is video 36 and in this video we want to upload our basic game to itch.io. So, for that purpose we go first of all to the page itch.io and then you are going in and logging in with your account. And when you are logging in the first time, you have to fill out a lot of informations about your country, your address, your tax, and all this kind of stuff. All these things we are not talking about in this video. That you have to do on your own. Watch another video tutorial how to fill all this out because this is a very private informations are there and you should make this on your own and then provide all the informations there as well. But after you have an account, then I will show you how you can upload now your project, in our case, in our game, to itch.io. So with that said, from this point on, you should be logged in your account. I'm logged in my account. Then I go here and then here it says create and then it says here upload new project. Okay, we click on this one. And then you see here is this new site where we can upload a new project. And when we want to upload a new project, of course, we have to fill a lot of information and we will do it a little bit. And perhaps I will not do it all in detail, but to show you some basics. So first of all, we will, of course, here on top you can see there are some guidelines if you want to read. They give informations as well. You can watch on YouTube other people how they fill this out in more depth because I make here only the very basics. And yeah, let's get started. First of all, the title. This is the title of your game. Careful, this title means not your game project name. Only if the game project name is your title as well, then it's probably the same. But in my case, the title is Yumi Ha, and that is not the game project name. This is just title of the game, and that was just a random name, Yumi Ha. All right, and then we have here project URL, but in my case I don't have any. I don't know what happens here because I don't have, but let's see later. And then we have here a short description or taglines. I don't know how to activate this tagline. You should read these guidelines how to activate these taglines now, but I can use the short description. The short description is a short game a short game and wall jumper. That's enough. So let's make it a short game wall jumper. That's enough for this purpose here. Of course, you should describe it a little bit better when you release it for real. In my case, you will see that I will release it perhaps not as the end result, as the end product, but more in a moment. So the next point we see here, classification, which means what kind, well, what are you uploading? You can see they're asking, and then you can read what it is. In my case, it's not a book, it's not a tool, it is a game. And a game is a piece of software you can play. Exactly that I'm uploading, because you can see you can upload here other things as well. And for example, books or comics and tools and other game mods, even other game assets, interesting things. So that's interesting, but we are uploading a game. And then here we see the kind of project, and this one is in my case a downloadable project, which means you can download it and then play it on your PC. Of course, you can see we have here other options too. For example, HTML projects, you can play it in your web browser, a Flash or Java, Applet or Unity, whatever. So we make a downloadable project. That's it, what we have. We created one. And then here are a tip. You can add additional downloadable files for any of the type above, which means if you have here different accessibilities, because for example you want one downloadable and you say my project is even playable in the web browser, then you just provide both downloads anyhow. But in our case we make it just one downloadable executable file. All right, then here this one is also interesting, this release status. Should I make this a little bit bigger so that you can read this a little bit more better? I should. Okay, here it says release status, and release status is interesting because here you can choose if you choose released, means this project is finished normally, but of course you can still update it if you extend your project. This is the first one, but interesting is also the other options here. For example, in development, for example, you want to make an early access for testing your project online with other players. That's interesting, a very interesting option. For example, in my case would be this interesting, and I select this perhaps in development. But in my case, it's also in development, but also finished anyhow, because now it comes to the designer parts, this creative parts, and all this kind of stuff take a lot of time, and I don't know if I can do it very fast. Or we can also choose here the other things. This prototype is also very interesting for testing the idea out. So other people can, but let's choose this one. Normally when you come here, normally I say, you would choose one of this one, two I think, because you want to test the other people here. It's early access because it's not finished. You want to test other player your game so that you can find bugs and can react before the final product is there. So I would say that you choose one of this both, and in my case I use this one here in early access. But if you are finished, then just choose released. All right, I choose this in development, in early access for testing, and I want that everybody can test it and give me feedback if they like it, if they don't like it, if there are bugs and all this kind of stuff. All right, and then pricing, this also important. Pricing, if your game is finished and it's a, let's say, a higher quality game than then you can make it donate or even paid. But in my case, it's anyway a very, let's say, very cheap game. Everybody can make it, and it's anyway for testing. And I have not made any big investments, so I choose here no payment, so everybody can just download it, test it, and if they like it they can play it, if not then not. And that's okay for me. All right, so here are different, but here I show you something. For example, donate is also interesting. If you choose donate, they can still play it for free, but you have here an option that they can even donate if they want. But in my case, no payments, which means here they will be asked, but they can skip it. But here, no payments, they will be not even asked. And I think in my game it's so little, I don't want even asking people to donate. So next part is this uploads, and uploads is interesting again. Why? Here we can click and then upload the file, but before we can upload, here's a tip. Use Butler. This Butler is a special tool, and you can see what it says here to upload game files. So it only uploads what's changed, generated patches for the HIO app, and you can automate it. So and then you can start this one, and this Butler here is very nice. For example, very nice for me as well, because I said here, what I said here, release status in development, which means later when I want to update patches, then I should consider to use this Butler tool. Why? Because it will only upload the changed files, like the GitHub, which we used, right? In GitHub, you just can upload changed things, and I think they are using something like GitHub too. Let me show you this. Get started, and when we get started, Let's see. Yeah, here you go to GitHub. So you have to understand this butler. You have to, yeah, you have to read here through a little bit, and you will. And we have talked about a little bit about GitHub, right? So you should be able to understand this if you go through. If not, no worry. In our case, we don't need it because you can just upload the whole file as well. Just replace it. I think it's possible. This is just convenient if you have big files and don't want to upload all files again. It's faster, I think. That's the good point. I have never tested it, so I don't know it. You should be considerate. In our case, we skip this part here with the butler. We just go here to this upload file, and here we have this limit. It says here file size limit 1 gigabyte, but of course you can upload bigger files as well. And there is this, here this add external files or something like that. I have not made this too, but don't worry, it says here 1 gigabyte limit, but you can upload bigger files as well. This is just, yeah, I don't know. You have to read this, but there is a way, definitely. because I saw this in this game jam, they have also bigger files than 1 gigabyte and still works. So you can read this one. And let's go here to this details, and this is very important. A description. This description is very important because when they read about your game, they will read your description. In my test page, I write here, let's say what I write here fast and short. I just write here, it's a short game. Yeah, let's write here, short game to kill time. Still in development. Please test it and give a feedback. Because it's in development, because I said in my case here, you can see in development here, early access. In development, let's write here early access. Still in not development, let's write here early access. Because development and early access are still two different things, I think, because early access is development, but early access means already almost finished. Also, there are some little changes and then it will be released. So early access has still another meaning. That's why we should write here early access, because because most people will associate with early access that the game is soon ready to be released. And there are only little changes, and so let's say still in early access. Let's write this one here, and please test it and give a feedback. Yeah, that's enough, and that's not good, of course. If you make a description, make this description a little bit better, style it, because they will read this one, and depends on the description. You can introduce a story here or many other things, which makes your game more interesting. In my case, there is nothing. This game is just, like I said, a short game to kill time. Perhaps I should write here short game to kill time. It's a wall jumper. Let's make it so, and let's see. And of course, later you can still change this. This is just the initial setup, and don't worry, later we can still change all this what we write here. So let's go on a little bit. So the genre you can select what you have. You can see these are the popular genres. Of course, there are sometimes genres which are not even listed here. In my case, what is that? What I have actually? My case, I would say it's a platformer, because you can jump around, and normally I would make this anyway on mobile, but right now I release it for test purposes on PC, so I call it platformer, or even no genre. But platform is okay in this case, but all other things are not really working for my case. All right, And then we have here again tips for choosing tags here. What is this? Any other keywords? All right. Okay, what is that here? Tips for choosing tags. Perhaps to describe here to what genre you are using, and you can see they give you some informations. And I would say here, for example, 2D, single player, max. I have to be careful that I can use only 10. 2D. Normally our game is not 2D, but it looks like 2D, right? So that's why I write 2D. And single player, yes. Let's see what we have here more. I think I can go here later. Of course, you should try. My advice is try to use every 10 tags here, because the more tags you have, the more possible it is that other people find your game with this related tag. In my case, I just use now this two and go on, because I don't want to waste time. Let's see if I find one more. Okay, I don't find more. Let's one runner. This is a runner. I don't know. It's a jumper more. Let's see if I have a jumper. Jumping, yes, let's do a jumping tag. That's probably good. Okay, that's enough. Let's go on. Here, the next thing is here, we have here App Store and links. And this is interesting because now we are using itch.io, and itch.io is not asking for fees, and that's why itch.io is very nice to publish games, and especially for us to test games and all this kind of stuff. But you can see here, these are the other big stores, and these other big stores, they have sometimes asking for fees. Steam asked for $100, I think, for each game, and that's why I'm not releasing it on Steam, this little game right now. And I think Google Play just want one-time $25 for an account, and then you can release it. I think so. And important is that these are very big stores. You should release this. I will try to release, for example, this game. If it's finished, probably in 4, I will skip Apple Store. Not because I hate Apple. The reason why I will skip Apple is I have anyway a bad PC. And if you want now develop as well for Apple, then I need to buy also an Apple PC. So that makes no sense. I will never buy an Apple PC, because for development in Unreal Engine, a normal PC is more powerful than Apple. Apple is not so good for development. It looks good perhaps in design, but for development it sucks compared the power and the price. So that's why I will skip Apple, right? So in short. And if you have an Apple PC, you can try to go to Apple Store as well. So, but in general, the market, I think, for normal PC and Android and so on, it's bigger in the other purses. Apple has only 20 or 30 maximum, or 20 or something like that percentage, and PC and so on has more than 50, 60, 70 percentage. So that's why it's no problem. All right, think about this, what you want, and careful, like I said, all the stores have special requirements. Sometimes you have to make this encryption setup, what I showed you in the project settings, and then they have different regulations about ads, about how much percentage they take from your games and so on. And don't forget, here is one more store which is not listed. Use the Epic Store as well to release your game. Why not? In Epic Store you have I think they're the best advantages you have there, because they don't want much percentage of your game if you make a paid game and so on. So think about this as well. So let's go on here. we have here custom nouns. What is that? You can change how each other refers to your project by providing a custom noun. Leave blank to default to game. Okay, I have no clue what this is. This one you should research and see what this is. So let's go on here to this one. Here we have community. That's very interesting too. This community, you probably know, this is this comments or disabled. Or in this one, this option is also very important. If you want to make a bigger game and want to try to establish a discussion board where people can not just make one little comment. You can see they can here make really big, give you big feedback in different ways, in threads, in categories, and so you can choose this one. But in my case, I choose comments because it's just development, and they should just write something. Normally this one is not bad too, but the problem here is then you have to manage this as well. This costs time, so I take this one for this test purposes. And then visibility, and that's interesting. Visibility means when this page will go live. So you can see here we have here draft means it is not live, restricted, only people which you authorize can use this, but we don't want that. What we want is public, this one here, and you can see it is grayed out. The reason why it's grayed out is we have to save it the first time. Later we have to open it up again and then we can publish it. But before we can publish this one, we have there some more settings which I have not discussed. Which is that? This is here, this upload file. I have talked about this upload file, but we have not uploaded it. And here is interesting, we can upload a file and we can choose from a Dropbox. This is also interesting if you have a Dropbox, which means in online, you have saved your file online, then you can get it from there too. This is an additional way, but I choose this upload file. And now this upload file is wrong here. I have now to find my upload file, and before I go to the upload file, I want to show you something again that was in my last video. Here, this package try. You can see this package try. That was this one here. When I go here, the file size is 226 megabytes, and of course we can zip it, which means we make it even more less. So when I should watch this one after I zipped it with 7-zip, then my megabytes is now 144 megabytes. That's nice. And here, what you can see here is if you are participating in this mega jam, what you already have probably, and you know it better than me, then they want a special file format. And I think that, I'm not sure if this is now absolute right, but I think they ask for a group name or your account name was at start. In my case, Medial Core, that is my account name. And then the project name, I think. And that's interesting. I don't know if it's a project title or project name, but I think it's the project name. Project name is, in my case, Mobile Game Main and not this Yumi Yumi Ha. My project title is Yumi Yumi Ha. And if you made this one, and how you make this, by the way, I showed you, you can press F2 and then just rename the zip file, because first it was Windows and then I just pressed F2 and renamed it this way. And now we have this zip file here and they can later extract this. And I want to upload this here, but there is one more thing which is interesting. And the thing is, in description, we should write how to use this game as well. What I mean with that is, like I said, when I click here, upload, and let's go to this file here. This is my package try. I want to upload this one. So I have to go to desktop and then to package, what is called package try? Yes. To package try, and here is it. So that is the same thing, but now I clicked here, so that's the thing from then. And then I want to upload this one, so I click this one, and now this one is uploading. You can see it starts to upload this one here, and this is a zip file here. So, but important here is, I think that I saw in another page, they said I should describe how they use this zip file, because not all people know what a zip file is and how to start this game. I mean, developer and most people know it, but normally what I mean is normally there is an installer, so the auto installer, which means you click an app, the app is installing it automatically, and they just wait till it's finished, and then they click the app symbol, this game symbol, and then they start. That's the normal way what player expect. They don't expect to unzip a file, to click an X file, because in this game folder we have specified it is an executable file. Where we have this, I don't know. We have anywhere this choose that this one is an executable file. I don't know where. I already forgot it. All right. Anyway, you know what I mean, right? And important is now that we should, yeah. Here, I have skipped this whole thing here. This custom noun, here was it. All right, so you can see this custom now. I don't know what this is, but here, this one, download and install instructions. This is very important. That I mean, so because the normal player expect not that he has to unzip all things, and he don't expect that he have to find this executable file and then to start the game, right? This is not this. All developers know it, but not a normal player. Normally, you should. I think, I don't know if you can do this. Normally, you should convert this anyhow to a batch file, which means so that the player who downloads this can start a batch file, which auto unzip all, create a shortcut symbol, and then he can just click the one button. It's much more convenient for player. I think that's much better, but in our case I skip this part and I just write how you should unzip it and install it. Let's make it fast. First, to installation, download. Let's write here, download the zip file, something like so. Download the zip file. Second, use a free unzip application to extract it. Of course, I should explain this here a little bit more. But let's say, for example, 7-zip, or there is also rar or something like that, WinRAR, or I don't know. Yeah, some other things, but let's say, for example, 7-zip here. I don't know what the other one is called. And then after you zipped it, for example, 7-zipped, and then let's say here, after you extracted the zip file, open it and click on exe file on .exe field. Okay, this is not a very nice description, but this is just a demonstration for this one. Like I said, you can change all this here later anyway. This is just now a pre fill out. So we are not finished. And what I mean not finished is, here is a right side too. So that was the left side. You can see it. And later we can go here to save. And when we save here, we can activate this public, but you can, well, let's do save it. We can, like I said, we can edit this after anyway, but we are not finished. We have here a right side too, and we have to do this. So before we do this, let's save this. So I click now save. And now I get this message, welcome to your game page, it is saved. Then you can read this, I say got it, and this is how my page looks like. Yumi Maha, short game thing, and this page looks not really cool, right? This is the page here, this is the page which the customer, which you will see if you want downloaded. Here is this install instruction, download the zip file, which is here. We can see it, download. Use a free unzip application to extract it, for example, zip. Yes, that's not so bad, but it's also not so good. And then after you extracted the zip, open it and click on accept. But now I said you can still edit it. Where I can edit it now. So this here, here you can edit game. Here, this one, and you are back. But let's say you accidentally go out here. So now let's say I go here to my profile, to my dashboard, and yeah, let's go to browse. Let's say you left this game. So how you find it again? Very easy. You go to your account, log in again, then you click down, and then you go to view. I think it's view profile. You click on view profile, and then you go to dashboard. Not this one. This one is anything else. You go to dashboard. That's more important. So again, or you go directly to dashboard. Don't need this one. So go directly to dashboard. Okay, there is it. And in dashboard here, create a dashboard. At the start is projects, and you can see I have only this one project which I showed you here, and we are not finished, right? And now I can see here top edit. I can still edit it. So let's edit this one, and you can see now I can change all what we did so far. And important is also now this public is available after save. Later we can make it public, but right now we are not finished. Like I said, we have this right side here, and this right side is asking, for example, nice images, so it looks a little bit better. So let's see, I have not made screenshots. That's bad. The normal thing what I have to do is making screenshots and then provide the screenshot. So I think I showed you how you can make in-game screenshots. There is a shortcut, just a one button, but this is a normal resolution screenshot in-game. And then there are a high resolution screenshots in-game as well possible. And I think I said in that you should read this in this other tutorial series. But anyway, you can go here to upload cover image, and then I have to find an image. Let's see if I have any images here. I upload anything else because I have not made a screenshot. I should really make a screenshot. And yes, should I make this uploading right now? I should, right? I should not be lazy and open this up and perhaps explain the other things what we have here so far. While this is loading, this should load in the background. We can see what we have here too. Okay, this is cover image. This is cover image. This is not a screenshot. Here, when we go here down, you can make here this video trailer. And if you take in this Mega Jam, you should provide here this video trailer too. And to make a video game trailer, it's actually not difficult. And the reason for that is you can just use a free software. Most people use this OBS. It's a really free software. You just download it. It's free to use, and then you can record in-game, which means you just record the screen or you just record the in-game play. Okay, you have to set up it a little bit. That takes time, but you just watch their video, and then you can use this. Perhaps I make here a separate video for this one too, so you can upload this one. By the way, I should start this. Oh, I clicked Marketplace, not Marketplace. So, and we continue a little bit more. So this is this trailer for this one. I make a new video probably to show you how you make an upload, and here the screenshots is same like before. It opens up and asking for screenshots on your hard drive, and I wanted to show you how to make screenshots. Let me fast start my game when I find it. And where is it? Main. Now I search it. No, it is not. Okay, here. I hope this one is it. So, all right. So you are uploading here screenshots, and let me see if I have picture. Perhaps I don't need screenshots and take just here fun pictures. I don't know. But normally you should, of course, provide real pictures of your game and so on. And let me see if I have here pictures who are related to Unreal Engine, so that I can upload at least something which is useful. useful. And yeah, this game will be loaded in a moment. And I still search here some pictures, but I have not really. I have very low poly pictures of some low poly world. That's also not working, I think so. Okay, that's we will see in a moment. Where is this? Is this not loaded? No. Okay, here is it. So let's make screenshots, and here I showed you we can make screenshots. Where we can make screenshots. First of all, we need some screenshots, right? Let's play this. And now here's a shortcut. Now I have to find the shortcut. I don't know. I have, what is that? Oops. Make a pause for a moment. And where is this? Where is this? Oops, let me see this one. I forgot the shortcut. Shortcut. I write here fast shortcut. I think it's F9. Okay, they say F9. I want to show you this site here. Here you can make here taking screenshots in Unreal Engine. There is the normal screenshot, which will be saved in saved screenshots windows when you use the normal way, and the normal way is just F9. So the shortcut, you can make the screenshots, but this is the standard screenshot. To use F9, if it's bound, you have to check perhaps in the project setting if it's really bound to this key binding here, if it's not working. But there is another way. If you have, for example, a very high quality game and you want really good screenshots, high quality screenshots, then I would use this other screenshot version what they have built in Unreal Engine, and there you have to read this a little bit, this documentation, how they set this up and what you have to do there. Is this the old version? Yes, this is still the old version, but I think it's the same. It works also with Unreal Engine 5 because screenshots, I think they don't change there too much. But that's very important. So in this case, we make it. I make it now with this very cheap version with F9. And yeah, by the way, there is one more version which I wanted to show you, which is this snippet to probably this Windows tool. If you are using Windows, you can make with this also screenshots, but I think that's, yeah, I don't know if this is the best way. The quality is perhaps not the best, but this one will work too in very strange cases, but the quality is not that good, I think. So the better thing is just use this F9. Let's play it. And now I press F9. Where is F9? Here. No, yeah, okay, play again. And now I make a screenshot when I jump. F9, F9 here, jump here perhaps, and here. Okay, I make here some screenshots. Okay, my game is not so very, very big where we can make, perhaps I make here F9, a screenshot of this one. And where I can make one more screenshot. Let's make a quit. Let's play perhaps here at start. Let's make here F9 screenshot. I hope it's, I don't know if this one is in-game. Here, if the screenshot is taking all here, then you can use this trick with F11. Then with F11, you are making it so that it's full screen, and then you can take some screenshots with full screen. That's also perhaps interesting. Let's do this as well. So we make here some screenshots, and here Of course, you should make a little bit better screenshots than me, but I have not much. This game is not the biggest. Okay, now I made enough screenshots. I press F11 again, so back to this one. And now I have to go and find this, like they showed in the documentation. Where is that? Here in this documentation, they said the file are saved here in this folder. You go to your content folder, not content folder, I think it's just a project folder. Yes, in my project folder, and then I have to go to saved. Let's find this fast. What you can do is to get there faster is just right click here and then show in Explorer, and then it jumps in your content, and then it jumps here to your content, and you can see my game. Is this one? Yeah, this is the my game. You can see mobile game main, and now I go to saved, and in saved it was in screenshots. Yeah, here the screenshots, and then videos in it, and you can see these are all the screenshots what I took so far, and you can see it's not good what I did. So here you can see the screenshots are really taking the full screen, which means you should use the F11 technique, F11 F11 technique, which means I show you this again. When you have this one and press F11, then it makes full screen, and now press F9 to make a screenshot when you play. Then that's better. That other one works not. I thought it's just taking the screen, but that was not the case. All right, that's not so hard. We found this, and important is that you know this place now, because this place will be interesting. Let me delete all the other one which I'm not going to use, so not that I accidentally show them. So, and let's make here this here. That's this one also. Okay, this 3, it's enough for me. And this one I have now to upload. I will link the screen here later as well in the description. But before that, we continue with our screenshot page. So now I have here some screenshots. Let's make here. Okay, now I have a cover page as well. Now I find this. I just copy this file size there and go there. And okay, let's see. All right, so I found them, and now I make just for fun this upload cover. Let's make this one. Okay, now this is my cover page. Let's see if how this that looks game over. Oh, no, a game over is not a good page, but whatever. It's for, let's save it and let's see how this looks now. So we go here fast to the page, the front page. Oh, not this one. We go into the why is that so? Edit profile. No, not profile. Okay, we go here again to this dashboard. Here's the project. I click on this one. Now it looks like so my page. This is still not very nice. And now we have to upload the screenshots as well. And like I said before, you go to your dashboard and then you can go here to edit again. And then let's upload it some screenshots. Let's, okay, these are my screenshots. Upload this one. Here, the other one too. Okay, that was not a very good idea here, just to upload this one. Okay, this 2 screenshots. I think I should change this one here, both. Replace your cover soon. Yeah, let's replace this one with this one. Because game over is not very, very delayed this one here. And yeah, game over is not a very good screen cover. All right, that's enough. Of course, you should make here more interesting things, and then again save, and then after we saved, we watch watch this again if this is better. Where's the other screenshot? Wait a second, these are the screens. Where's the cover? I don't know. You have to read this a little bit more than me, because it looks like strange. Anyway, this is just a little bit set up this page, right? You read this a little bit and then you check if this works. The screenshots was there, but where's the cover? I don't know. Anyway, that's not so important now. Here's a view page, by the way. That was it where I wanted to go. But my cover is anyhow gone. Not so important right now. If I have no cover, then I don't make cover, perhaps. Edit game. All right, let's remove image. Let's make this. So because I have no clue with this cover right now, let's put this as well here. So now I have 3 screenshots. And I need now move up this one here. Move up, but it's not going on. Okay, one more time. Add screenshot. Okay. Now it's coming. Okay, now I don't know why, but yeah, you can make this. And of course your page should be much more set up. You understand that I can't do this here now in this video, or we take here hours and hours just to make this. But now the final touch is, you can see here there are much more settings, but I'm not going now through them. You are going here through and read what you need, but the last thing what we do now is, I think, I'm not sure, but I think it just go here to visibility access and set this public, and yeah, and save it. And now this one should be public available, which means I should get here a link anyhow. I don't know. There should be a link anywhere. If I find it. Provide a link to YouTube or yeah. Where is this link for this one here? Okay, I don't know, but normally this site has a link now. Let's see if it's here. I don't know. By the way, one more thing. If you want to made a mistake, or you want just delete a game here in your project, you can delete game if you want delete the whole project here and start from scratch. I don't know why, but let's see. What I'm searching is, normally there is a link to this site and I don't know where it is now. I have not made this for some time. Where is that? I don't know. So this one is view page now. We can go here to view page. This one looks like this, but the problem is there should be a link. I think I just copy now this link here on the top. You can see this one, Medial Core, HIO, Jumi Ha. I'm not sure if this is the right link. Let's copy this just in case. Then you can, if you have this link here, published. Yeah, it's published, right? Yeah, it's published. Okay. Let's see if I save this link fast here on the desktop, just in case. Because anyhow, I don't know why this one is not here. So let's see if I call this one. Oh. All right. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but this is not the thing what I should call. That's not my side, too bad. It looks good. All right. So anyway, I think you understand how to set it up, but it's not finished. It's not perfect, but it is live. And then now you have just to read where to find this link, and you have to read now this itch.io page. I messed up a little bit here at the end, but it's not a big deal. It's just that you have to find the linker so that you can show your projects or link your projects to other sites. And yeah, with that said, I want to close this. And in the next video, I will show you this linker when I found it, but I don't want to waste time now. And in the next video, we will do what we will do. I think it's almost finished, this one, because now, like I said, this was the phase 1 normally, because it's still in development, and we need a test playback and all this kind of stuff. But phase 2 is more this creative part where you add all your creative ideas to this project, which means you add design, you add music, you add new gameplays, you add all things what you have not add during the phase 1, which you have skipped because you said, okay, we want to just finish the core system. We finished the core system. Now we can add all the more interesting parts, because that what we created now was just barely the core minimum, the core basics. So really the core, which means the game is working. It works. It has the base gameplay, but now we build up on it to make it perfect. But I think this step I will skip in this tutorial series, because yeah, you need then knowledge about design, you need the knowledge about a little bit music, and you need knowledge about many things. And instead of that, I will probably make one more video where I show you these links and make a recap and show you how this whole project went. And then I start a new game, because I said I wanted to create a game in the game jam, which I have not created, which means in 7 days. I had not time to take part, and I hope you take part all in it. That was the game jam with the topic, what was it? As above, so below, something like that. And I think the topic was really difficult, but still I won't make this now after the jam, still in 7 days, and not, of course, not in detail and not in that not that long like you all did it, because you spent probably in this jam a day 20 hours and in 7 times 20 hours to finish this project. I make it very short, and I will show you in this new project how we can reuse assets, so that I can skip many basics and creating from scratch, because that's very important. So with that said, if you have any questions, any complaints, like all times, write it in the comments and test it too. This one should work, because you see, it's really basic, it's really easy, but you have just read a little bit where to find all the information. I skipped a little bit, and my page looks not really nice. I advise you to watch other people's pages, how they made it, and see what they made, how they added stuff to it and made it pretty. But one more video I will definitely make, this gameplay, to show you how to make this easy, this gameplay with this OBS. So it's very easy, and I show you then also this linking, how you link your page to other pages. That's very easy. I don't know why I didn't found it, but yeah, with that said, I stop this video. See you in the next, which will probably be the last video, and then I start a new game from scratch, which is the topic of the last game jam, which I hope which you participated, and yeah, we will see what I make there. Bye, good luck, and see you there.